Everybody knows this pain after an intense workout caused by micro damages in the muscle fibers, causing delayed onset muscle soreness. If you're interested how these damages occur, check the link above. While training with a light sore is usually tolerated by the body, a stronger one reduces the muscle activation and diminishes the force production capability. Therefore, a fast recovery after a strong, intense workout is highly desired and also necessary. My first point is the cold therapy. Cold in general is a great way to reduce acute inflammations. As soreness or muscle damage is an acute injury, coldness helps to reduce the inflammatory response as it functions as a constrictor of the vascular system. Unfortunately, many studies suggest that this slows down the recovery process as well, and that's why this technique is also my least favorite. Fascia stimulation and stretching. Fascia surrounds and encloses the muscle and plays a major role in the execution and coordination of movements and many more. Massages of fascia rolls release and loosen up the collagen bonds and allow a better blood circulation and therefore a better supply with nutrients necessary for recovery. It's recommended to do sessions of 5 to 10 minutes after the workout, depending on the affected muscle groups. And stretching, by the way, has a similar effect, as you give your muscles a better supply of the necessary nutrients. My third point, and I'm a big fan of that, is active recovery. If you train while you have muscle soreness, you do actually reduce it. What happens is that you again increase the blood flow in your muscles and wash out all the inflammatory molecules while you supply your muscle cells with oxygen and nutrients. But please keep in mind that this only functions if you do not destroy your muscle fibers again, because overtraining again will lead to lesions. It's completely fine to stimulate your muscles with a low intensity, but don't damage them. Supplements and nutrition. I'm personally really not a fan of supplements, but there is evidence that some do improve and speed up the muscle recovery process. A generally higher intake of amino acids or proteins clearly increases muscle repair and muscle building, as a higher availability might enhance the recovery process. Studies also suggest that some omega-3 fatty acids improve anabolic signaling as they positively affect the blood circulation, reduce the inflammatory responses, and favor insulin sensitivity, leading to a higher amino acid consumption rate for protein synthesis. But omega-3s have to be taken on a regular basis to induce those effects, so make sure to eat fish regularly. Caffeine can also reduce muscle soreness, but in order to feel this effect, you need to drink around 4 cups of coffee before your workout, which is not only unrealistic but also pretty stupid. Also, make sure to drink enough water during and after the workout to supply your muscle fibers with minerals such as magnesium or calcium. My fifth point is more or less a prevention. Don't exaggerate with your workout. It simply doesn't make sense if you destroy your muscles once or twice a week so that you can't train the next 3 days. You definitely should go to your limits and stimulate your muscles just right, but you have to keep in mind that you need to give your brain and your body a bit time to recover and send the right signals for growing. This definitely needs some experience and perception of the body, but less workouts with overtraining is always worse than more workouts with well-targeted, defined training. And my last point is getting enough sleep. Very much underestimated, sleep is essential to recover muscle soreness. And while we sleep, our metabolism changes. Many growth hormones come into action, which stimulate the muscle cells to take up nutrients and consequently recover. Also, the nutriental composition of the bloodstream changes, allowing a better supply of nutrients. While we sleep, glucose gets stored in the muscle cells as glucagon. giving the muscle more energy. Don't forget that muscle recovery is important to build up muscles, and the next time you experience a sore, think about those tips.